Mm. Today we have a really good lesson.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too.
Let all things be exactly as they are. Wow, that's profound teaching. This takes a little bit of willingness to see how much the ego needs to change. It always wants to change form. So let's do this lesson.
Let all things be exactly as they are.
Lesson 268.
Let me not be your critic, Lord, today, and judge against you. Let me not attempt to interfere with your creation and distort it into sickly forms. Let me be willing to withdraw my wishes from its unity, and thus to let it be as you created it. For thus will I be able to recognize myself as you created me. In love was I created, and in love will I remain forever. What can frighten me when I let all things be exactly as they are?
Let not our sight be blasphemous today, nor let our ears attend to lying tongues. Only reality is free of pain. Only reality is free of loss. Only reality is wholly safe. And it is only this we seek today. So reality is what we experience when we let all things be exactly as they are. Only reality is wholly safe. We can go within now with this lesson and let's find the place, the changeless place inside. Changeless place of peace. Where we are one, not split off. So we can meditate on this message. Rest within. Yeah, when our minds heal, we will be very, very flexible and very, very okay with changes. But while the mind still believes in separation, changes are very fearful. Reminding the mind of the first change, the separation from God. We can be in this changing world, completely changeless, completely still, completely unaffected by the changing form. That's when all is forgiven. Let me not attempt to interfere with your creation and distort it into sickly forms. Let me be willing to withdraw my wishes from its unity, and thus to let it be as you created it. For thus will I be able to recognize myself as you created me. In love was I created, and in love will I remain forever. What can frighten me when I let all things be exactly as they are? Then the prayer is to listen only to reality. Listen only to reality. Let not our sight be blasphemous, nor let our ears attend to lying tongues. We don't want to perceive lying tongues. We don't want to perceive blasphemy. We won't when we don't listen to that, when we don't let the mind go in that direction. And we stop our mind and say, no, I will only attend to reality. I will only perceive reality. Only reality is free of loss. I will not deceive myself. I will not be a trickster. I will be faithful to myself. We need to become so alert that we catch the trickster in the mind. Otherwise, it will make decisions to boost the little me, the ego self. So we practice by letting all things be exactly as they are. So continually we can allow just to whatever is stirring, we can release and hand over. To come to a deeper acceptance of all things.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, there's a huge fear about unconscious thought in my mind, because in the morning I thought I was feeling good, and I was praying and say, oh Jesus, help me to feel gratitude and just appreciate the beauty, appreciate the life. And then afterward, I just came here and then I started to help you guys and move the things. And then I went to put the chair inside. And then I did the maid, I crashed the chair. And then you said to me, oh, be careful. And then afterwards, I was just saying, I was looking back, and then I said, wow, the way how I did was so perfect to feel the way how I'm feeling now, because I felt so wrong. And then, but I couldn't believe that I had so much space to move the chair, but I poofed. And then, the way was so perfect to feel how I'm feeling now, that it scared me. It made me believe that, make me have this thought like, wow, my unconscious thought can make me act in a way that I can feel guilt, I can feel wrong, and just like, I need help to be aware about my thoughts and my inner direction. I don't know how I can explain that, but some, just wow, I thought I was feeling good. I thought I was just, feeling, I want to feel gratitude. And then suddenly something happened and I couldn't realize that, oh my gosh, but yeah, it seems like accident, but it was not accident. It was like, I want to feel the way how I feel, must be, because if I'm feeling, the result was like,
Yeah.
but it was so deep. I felt so wrong. So I got stuck in there. It's like, oh my gosh. And
Yeah.
make me believe that I can mess it up, just if I'm not aware. Even when I was feeling that I was okay, I was feeling good. And yeah. I would make some unconscious playing to feel bad.
Yeah. And the process is to make the unconscious mind conscious. The unconscious mind is the unwatched mind. That's all it is. It seems like your prayer to feel gratitude included to flush up what was unconscious, the unconscious guilt, to make it conscious so it can be released. It's beautiful. You say you need help. You need help from your brothers, from your sisters. You know, and that's what we all need. Because we cannot undo our own ego. So it's very powerful to realize this.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vanessa. Thanks for your willingness.
Should I close the
Okay.
demonstration?
Jonas want to share too?
Yeah. I'll take the chair here. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's about my mom. And first, a week ago, she asked for this call, and I was like, no, I'm not feeling a call. And then as I look into my mind, it's not about the call. It's about my heart is just closed. Whenever she asked for something, it's like my default mode is no. Like you're not worthy of my time after what you have done. And yeah, it's funny because I feel like it's difficult to get in touch with the anger. But at the same time, there is this constant withholding of love towards her. And I was just thinking this morning, if I'm withholding the love from her, I'm withholding it from myself. I think she's my biggest grievance in my life. So if I could stop withholding that love. And actually she is quite, when I talk to her, she's just honest. She's like, well, I feel sad when you don't answer me. Or she's expressing, and I'm quite, oh, it was actually not that bad to talk to her.
Mm.
But in the meanwhiles, in all the times in between, I'm like, no. And remembering how she was in my childhood. And now as she's better, I'm having the story like, oh, it's just because she's using antidepressive medicine and she's hiding. But I come up with stories why I don't like her. But when we are together and she's just giving all her love and making me new sweaters and doing all she can to receive my love,
Mm. What a beautiful insight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So
I think
you're
maybe also it's something with gratitude that I realize now.
Yeah. You're also making your unconscious mind conscious around your perception of your mother.
Mm. Yeah, and the other day, where she wrote if they could have the call, and I was like, no, I think we are good. What is the call for? I'm like very like boom, and I don't know if I'm just firm, or if there is that kind of little layer of wanting to punish. But I think actually it is given to have a call with her because they are coming in 4 days from now.
Yeah. That sounds given.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's good, Jonas.
Solveig.
Morning.
Good morning.
I'm just something is coming up for me right now here, and I think I would like to just put this on the altar. It's connected with looking at the house yesterday again, and suddenly seeing how ashamed I was of that house for not being perfect and for all the flaws and all the and I'm just looking at how that is a kind of a pattern also in close relationships. This kind of being ashamed, and it's, yeah, and all the judgments, and yeah, it feels like it's, it's the judgment I have on myself, then I have it on everyone close to me. And I can see that this is part of me pushing and hiding and disconnecting and excluding, because it's so painful. But it's every time there's love or compassion or excitement or creativity, it's just like it's in everything there. It's just like this huge, quick, unconscious cut. And I'm just suddenly aware of how ashamed I am. And putting it out there in the world and seeing all the flaws, all the things that's not perfect.
Yeah. And it's interesting as house in dreams, a house represents yourself. The inside, So it's interesting that you had shame around that place. And now you're seeing something inside of you, some shame.
Yeah, I think I've had shame around all the places I've lived my whole life. And not wanting to take the place in. I had that with the place I have in Denmark that I'm soon to let go of. It took me many years. It was just before I left, actually, the last half year, I suddenly took it in and started to be creative and open up my heart to the house, actually. And daring to, it's somehow I feel more. I said to you, we looked at a place, it was all strict and no personality and a lot of IKEA things. And I felt at home, I wanted, I don't want all that. I like it to be plain and yeah, because then there's no flaws.
But it also is blank somehow.
It's
blank.
It's blank and it's blinding, and I can see, like, when this place we live in now, I've had this longing of taking it in and making things, but at the same time it goes into just be sure to make it clean, have it clean or something like that. And there is this block. There's this block of actually looking at it and finding out what is it I like, what is it I want. Huge block. And the place we were looking at and coming back to yesterday was so personal, a lot of, creativity in it. That was the thing that scared me from the first time. I had the feeling of, I did feel shortly like, wow, this is really you know, this speaks to me. And then after, when we left, just all the judgment and all the fear and all the, like, no, I can't be, I couldn't see myself there at all. It was really beautiful to go back there yesterday.
Yeah,
really
thanks for showing it to me. I could feel it.
Yeah, I'm so scared of opening up to that. And suddenly here through this morning, I can see this is in my close relationship. It's exactly the same. Exactly.
What a good insight. Helpful insight to start to work on that shame.
Glad I dared to say this out loud. Part of me was like, no. It's a way to reinforce it in me and not forget it again. So,
Thank you. Laurie.
Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, I just wanted to share my gratitude, really. I feel like what you said, like you need the help from your brothers and sisters, and a day at the community yesterday. I just, when Moona started sharing, I just felt like my heart burst with love, and then tears come. Like, like it's a bit overwhelming. Oh, very, very overwhelming. I've got nothing to say really, apart from I just wanted to share. Yeah, it sorted me right out that day yesterday. So thank you, and I love you all.
I love you so much.
And relax. Just looking for something in the course here. Can't find it. Or I can read this paragraph. How you wake is the sign of how you have used sleep. To whom did you give it? Under which teacher did you place it? Whenever you wake dispiritedly, it was not given to the Holy Spirit. Only when you awaken joyously have you utilized sleep according to His purpose. So I just relate this to what everyone is sharing, and what Vanessa shared is a good example, like seeing how you learn, how you want to make the unconscious mind conscious. That's how you wake up. And you can be the happy learner. You can be the happy learner that discovers how the unconscious mind has been operating. And by being the happy learner, you look forward and look at how you can use what you learn, rather than feeling bad about the mistakes, feeling bad about how unconscious you were, about having the right outlook, like using, like how you wake is a sign of who did you give the sleep to. And this is as true as in, sleeping at night. It's a good example of this, but it's actually bigger. It's about how you wake up to yourself, to the truth. You can indeed be drugged by sleep if you have misused it on behalf of sickness. You can be drugged by sleep if you have used it on behalf of sickness. Sleep is no more a form of death than death is a form of unconsciousness. Sleep is no more a form of death than death is a form of unconsciousness. Complete unconsciousness is impossible. You can rest in peace only because you are awake. That's good news. You can rest in peace because complete unconsciousness is impossible. So somewhere, somehow, the mind is awake. And that's what you want to experience. Get through the maze. Healing is release from the fear of waking. And the substitution of the decision to wake. Healing is the substitution of the decision to wake. The decision to wake is the reflection of the will to love, since all healing involves replacing fear with love. The decision to wake is the reflection of the will to love. Beautiful. I'm thinking of Muna. She had so many healing. She had some days where she was could just feel the love coming out of her. She was shining, she was happy, and then she had days of more anger or confusion. But you could tell when the reflection of the will to love was there was healing. There is healing. It's the same for all of us. Talks a lot about becoming conscious in the course. I really should play Malou's song now, but if I have it. If I have it. Because it's this lesson.
Let all things be exactly as they are. Let me not be your critic, Lord. Today I'm judged against you. Let all things be exactly as they are. Let me not attempt to interfere with your creation, distorted into sickly forms. Let all things be exactly as they are. Let me be willing to withdraw my wishes from its unity. Thus let it be as you created it. Let all things be exactly as they are, for thus will I be able to recognize myself as you created me. Let all things be exactly as they are. In love was I created, and in love will I remain forever and ever. What can frighten me when I let all things be exactly as they are? Let all things be exactly as they are. What can frighten me when I let all things be exactly as they are?
In love was I created, in love will I remain.
Forever.
Trying to make it red hot.